beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. I woke up morning, want some wood. I sure wish I could. Be balls deep today. But every day is still an early day. One way, some way. Today. Segway. Today's subject today will be about modeling. Now, I was always jealous and envious of models because it always seems like the easiest, most fun, glamorous job that you could possibly have. I found myself once as a young man very much just suddenly liberated, and I had, I guess what you would call approach anxiety. I was insecure. I had lost my freedom, and kind of like escaped the country, for lack of a better word, a better term. And I was in Paris, and I was invited to an exclusive elite modeling party for the international supermodels, just back in the 90s. And I found myself surrounded by only supermodels. There's been about like 100 of them in this really fancy place. I don't know if it was called Fontenay-sous-Bois or there's some fancy arrondissement in Paris. I can't remember the name. And it was so surreal and so incredibly bizarre. All the models from the big major magazines were there, and I had no clue who these people were. I've never seen them before. But I was just kind of assumed I was a model. And then the evening wore on, and it became evident that the clothes I was wearing were not designer clothes, that I didn't show up with an entourage, and I didn't have people begging to take a picture with me. And I felt envious having befriended the photographer of a model and another model, this guy, of how his lifestyle consisted of being flown around from party to party, pumped up to feel good with whatever kind of clothing and, vice and debauchery they wanted to just make sure the models were happy and smiling, and they had like these people who made sure they ate this and didn't eat that, and I was like, wow, what a great job, let me try to do this, and it was just very strange because a lot of these models, some of them are really troubled because they just, people, surrounding you, telling you, wow, look how beautiful you are, look how great you are, but, as a person, not necessarily, matured or developed. Some of these people were very young, and I don't even know if some of them were actually adults, some of them, and, they had like their chaperone from the modeling agency at this party, and they're like, well, yeah, why don't you try out to be a model then, dude? And so I went to this thing, and they told me to walk like this and do like that, and so they tried to teach me how to do the walk and everything, and they fit me in some suits, and I guess in the 90s, being 6'3" was a little too tall. My shoulders maybe were a little too broad, but I didn't have the walk. And I was kind of like, had like a strut, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of have like a strut to me, or maybe like almost like a, I don't know, kind of like a overly too masculine kind of gait or pace. So the lady kept telling me, no, you gotta go walk like this. You gotta go like that. You know, don't you know anything? Like, you know, she's trying to tell me to walk like this and yell and scream at me. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'll come back and practice. I'll practice. I want to be a model, right? So I go back, a week or two later. She goes, oh my God, that's terrible. And look what, and it doesn't even fit you, the shirt. I was like, lady, I just spent an hour. You dressed me up in this fucking thing. I tried this, let me try it again. And it was like, and she got really mad, and she sent this guy over to me. He's like, listen, meet me at this party next Saturday night, we'll try someone else. And so I tried a couple times, and then I got sexually harassed. And I just felt like, that was enough for me. I was just like, I'm not homophobic. I have a lot of gay friends, but I was a young man at the time. I was interested in meeting girls, and the modeling thing seemed kind of fun, and it was kind of like surreal for me. And I got sexually aroused, and I was just like, no, dude, I can't deal with it, And I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but it was just a little too overwhelming for me, and I felt disgusted, and I felt disrespected, and I felt like that industry is predatory, and it preys on a lot of people, because there's the glitz and the glam of that, and that's the funny thing about our culture. That's just become this decadence, and there's this allure of money, and I didn't find that these models were happy. And I love it. When I meet a happy one! Oh my God, what a party. Anyway, and to segue into that, the dead always have the best parties. They have the best parties, and I can't wait for the summer, for the festival season to come up, and get my tie-dye jean dance pants project underway. And to segue, every day is still an Ollie day, and if you see something that you like, please put a comment. This is the blue socket print frame. That's what it looks like framed. Okay, this shit looks nice, y'all. Okay, just let me know. Put a comment. A lot of stuff will be on display soon. I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be trying to get some art projects underway in the next few weeks once I have a little bit more time. But thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned, and one love, and may the Schwartz be with you.